Piyush Garg of ICICI Securities joins us now to take us through what he's been noticing in the markets off late. Piyush, globally a lot of sentiment is weighing on perhaps every index, and even India, I suppose. In that sense, how do you see the Nifty moving from here? Is it more likely that we could retrace and go perhaps lower, or do you suppose that the larger trend that we've been working with would carry us forward?
Hi, good afternoon. See, I think the analysis is very simple. We are moving as to how the global markets are doing. I think there is a mess out there in the developed world, especially Europe, and no one knows, I think, as to what the solution is, or I don't know even there is a bazooka type of solution for Europe, and hence these markets are trading at lower multiples as compared to historically where they have been trading. DAX is trading at a dividend yield which is twice that of 10-year German Bund, so which is a good indicator that a lot of risk aversion is already priced in the market. And in the meantime, you have regulators both at the federal government and the central bank level. They are trying everything possible to avoid a major crisis. And whenever there is any such announcement, periodically we have seen, I think last 12 months or so, we have seen 3 such announcements. One was last Thursday itself, and first I think the markets rally, there is short covering, value buying, whatever you may call, and then I think there is realization that possibly the things cannot be implemented in the way people envisage, and then again the slide starts. So to my mind, I think it's a tug of war between these two things. Markets are trading cheap, I think, globally, especially if you see DAX and the Indian markets also into consideration. So I think what happens in Europe will basically determine, I think, the course of the global macro, because if there is problem in Europe and things unfold in a very bad way, very disorderly way, I think Greek default is already priced into the market, whether it is orderly or disorderly. I think anyway, I think debt restructuring is a euphemism of debt default, so it really doesn't matter. But if it is very disorderly, then there are chances of, I think, recessionary trends emerging both in Europe and US, which can take the equity markets across the globe down, including India. But if that crisis can be averted, things I think can look fine, and large dips should be used to buy. So my sense is, I think one should watch DAX very carefully. It has slid about 10% in last 3 days, and we should see, I think, if it tends to trade lower today, especially it crosses the yesterday's low and trades below that, I think there will be a chance that we might also break the 50-200 levels. And if we close below 50-200, I think for 2 consecutive days, I think again that entire range of 48 to 52 is wide open for the market to trade.
Piyush, hi, afternoon. Let's talk about some individual stocks, because there are very interesting movers, especially in the broader markets. What did you make of Allahabad Bank's numbers? Because the stock now, second day in a row, is on a tear. Would you back the up move? And also with respect to other PSU banks, which one have you liked the most?
Sorry, I cannot discuss specific stocks actually, but see, broadly as a banking sector, I think the results were slightly more on the positive side, but obviously the concerns on NPA and NIMs, I think, are not going away in a hurry as of now. And but overall, I think on the PBD front, most of the banks, I think, showed a minor positive as compared to what was expected. So I think, but banking sector, I think, will move with a higher beta as compared to the market. So in case market is looking to go down, I think banking sector will go down more. And but obviously, a lot of things are also factored into the price, and I think this is a sector which one should buy at dips if one is looking to go long in the market on large dips.
So if you are, planning to go long with the market, apart from this sector, which are the other sectors or stocks that you would approach now with a medium-term horizon?
Yeah, I believe that whatever beaten down sectors, I think that is where I think the top 2 stocks in any sector, I think, whether it is banking, auto. If you see, I think last couple of months, I think DLF has given phenomenal returns from the low. I think DLF is up about 30-35% from the lows, vis-a-vis market, which is up 10-12%. So it really doesn't make too much sense, I think, to keep buying stocks which are not trading at lows. I think it is better to buy beaten down sectors and top 2 stocks, I think, in each sector, and you take a 14-month or a 16-month kind of a call. I think it is a reasonable chance that many of these things will get corrected especially on the Indian macro front, and you could make better returns in the beaten down stocks rather than in the stocks which have already run up, which is basically FMCG and pharma.
And Piyush, how do you view the power sector? There's some news today that the government would consider imposing import duty on on imported power equipment. Any picks in that space?
It's slightly positive, I think, for BHEL and Larsen, but I think the sector is plagued with its own problems. I think we have seen last almost 1 to 1.5 years now how massively the stocks have underperformed the market. And going forward also, since the capital cost is too high and those costs are not going to come down in a hurry, especially now with a lot of concerns on the NPA side in the banking sector rising on the power sector, I think banks will be wary of extending large amount of loans to the power sector, which itself I think will hinder some of the future projects which may or may be looking to launch by many of these companies. So my sense is that I think one can avoid this sector for the time being and maybe look at other sectors because there are a lot of uncertainties, I think, into this sector which are not going to go in a hurry at all.
What about the auto sector? Because that one has been pretty resilient and some of them have been unusually strong as well in terms of a price movement. Is that a sector that you would back?
Yeah, I would. I think that sector, because I personally feel that in next 1 year or so, you will have interest rates also which would be declining. And at best, I don't see more than 1-1.5% CAGR growth on both the US and the European front. This is the best case scenario, I think, for next couple of years of the foreseeable future, which should put, I think, a lot of pressure on the commodity prices. So input costs also for many of these companies tend to come down. And if our economy is looking to grow between 7 to 8% for next 2 years, I think there is a reasonable chance that this sector will bounce back, especially the four-wheelers. I think two-wheelers are anyway doing well even in this fall, but I think the four-wheeler also will have a tendency to bounce back.
And even Piyush, the IT sector has seen some pressure of late. Do you see that continuing for some time now?
No, I'm not seeing any major pressure on the IT sector. I think Infosys has led this rally. If you see from the lows, Infosys is up almost 700-800 rupees, which is almost 30%. It's correcting right now because obviously the market is also correcting. So it's a chicken egg story. What is making IT correct? Whether it's a market which is not looking very positive at this juncture, or which is looking to peak out, and hence some of the selling is happening in the sector which has moved up. So that could be there. But otherwise, I think IT may do well going forward. Especially, only thing is that whether both the US and the Europe are going to go into deep recession or not. As of now, I think the way the US data has been for last couple of months doesn't point to any major recession in US. But obviously, I think the tipping point will be how the European situation unfolds. And if it unfolds in a very disorderly way, there is a semi-banking crisis and all, then I think recession in both these countries cannot be ruled out. And then I think it is possible that even the IT sector may take it on the chin, and there could be huge falls even in the top line IT sector, in the IT company, sorry.
All right, Piyush. Thank you for joining us and discussing all of those stocks.